Welcome back to Dungeons and Chronics. First and foremost, I'd like to thank everybody that's been watching, all you guys that subscribe and comment. It means more than I can say to you guys. The response been overwhelming to me, and I'm new at this, and I just like to tell you guys thank you very much. I appreciate it more than you guys know. I got a little ahead of myself. I've been saying I want to do everything, whatever I'm doing on camera, so you guys can see. But I didn't press record when I was working on the tables. So I just wanted to show you a little bit of the technique and the stuff I did. Excuse me. So basically what I did was I used a mini, which is Thunderstruck. That's his name is gonna be stuck with my son, Thunderstruck. I used a large mini for the circle. I cut it out, did the little wood carving. I took a page out of Jeremy from Black Magic Craft, and I don't know if you guys can see this. I carved a little J in there. Hopefully when I get the paint, you can still see the details. I took the top, the lid, the top from like a liquor bottle. I cut off the access, and that's the base for your table. And as you can see, that's pretty decent scaling. And for this one, I recently found these little wooden blocks that I'm gonna use to make some crates, and just give it a little paint job, and got some crates. So I used 2 of these, and basically it's pretty perfect too. And on this one I did a little heart with an arrow going through it. I don't know if y'all guys can see that or not, But the table build is inspired from Roll for Damage. Go check him out. He's one of the first crafters that I watched. That was about 4 or 5 years ago. I just started recently crafting, maybe 2-3 years ago. And like I said, I'm a lazy crafter because I don't currently play in no campaign. And I started crafting as a hobby more for when the pandemic hit, so I don't rush through a build or anything like that because I have no particular reason to do it but just to enjoy it. But, I'm getting a little better now and doing a little more. And since picking up this other hobby of making YouTube videos, I want to do more stuff and show you guys different things that other people ain't doing. That's why I'm gonna try to do this. This is gonna be a mini that came out that carries, I'm not trying to spoil it too much, but you're gonna be able to put minis in here. It's gonna be some kind of vehicle or movable thing. I don't know. I'll show y'all soon. I'll start working on that. But here goes the tables. I use the bottom, of the cork. Ooh, I didn't glue that good enough. But I use the bottom of the cork. I etched it out a little bit. I use my rusty, trusty wire cutters to get in there a little bit, and a little sandpaper to round it out and, make it look a little better. And I hot glued some herbs in there. I'm gonna put a little hot glue and I guess I'll re-glue these. These are pepper flakes, just to give it a variety of color. Some are red and some are white. I can't seem to get any of these in here. And I don't know what I did with the rest. Let me see if I can get this in here. Some in there. Okay. Okay, there you go. So you can see that. You know, and what I do is I cut a little toothpick. You know, put another little glob of hot glue in there. You put the toothpick there, and that simulates like your utensil. That could be your fork or your spoon for the stew. This one's a little big, you know, bigger, so you could put it like I guess a center plate, a communal plate that people would eat from. You know, these were smaller. These were the same thing. You know, just the bottom of corks from wine bottles and liquor bottles. And I'm gonna show you how I made this drinking horn just out of foam. See if you guys can see that a little bit better. You know, I already showed you a technique, more or less. You know, I made one of these candles with a toothpick. This was a different technique, but I'll show you in another video. But, so what I did for the drinking horn, you know, y'all probably can't see that. You know, I just traced out the basic shape of it and cut it out, and then I shaped it with my hands. So I'm gonna cut this out, and then I'll show you more or less how I just, you know, manipulated a little bit with my fingers to get it into the shape that I like. You know, and this ideas of the bowls and stuff is from a channel, Roll for Damage. If you watch any of my videos, you probably heard me mention it or give him a shout out, because I forgot that he was the one that gave me the ideas for the little wine bottles with push pins. What he used for bowls is acorns. You know, and you can find a few of these in the right size. I found smaller than this, bigger than this, and I have a few here somewhere. But basically, this is what he used for his bowls. You know, but what I do here, one that I want to show you guys, you know, you could build with, you know, anything and change one thing for another. That's why I use foam board a lot, you know, because I could get this pink foam locally in my local Home Depot, but you know, I'm a budget crafter and that's not in the budget. So that's why I really use just this foam board, because it's a lot cheaper, and I could get it like in a discount store that's like half a block away from me. So most of the times you'll see me using this. And any pink foam or stuff like that that you see me using is, I'm a thrifty crafter. You hear me say that a lot too. Budget crafters over here. So any foam, I find these. And anything I find like this, so that I think I might craft with it or do something with it later, I just take and use it up as I go. So I'm gonna cut out the shape for the drinking horn, and I'll show you a little bit how I manipulate it. Okay, we'll be right back.